Hey guys, my name is Cars Draws or Cars That Draws. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. In this video, I'll talk about things I've realized lately and was thinking of making in the past months, which is about quitting or stopping or pausing the use of Instagram as an artist or as a beginner artist or as someone who is interested in art. The reason why I wasn't posting there, this is just my opinion and my thoughts, so feel free to disagree or agree. Anyways, so first, why I quit or pause using Instagram as an artist or beginner artist. So number one is insecurity and comparison. I do scroll on different artists' artwork every day on Instagram because I sometimes feel inspired and feel like belong to an online community. And also I kind of addicted to it, the platform. Even though I'm just an observer, I don't comment a lot, only on liking and following. And I feel motivated to learn more about art because other artists do the same thing. And I also wanted to grow as an artist. I wanted to get better in my skills. However, I don't know when it started, but I saw some artists who had fewer followers before and currently have a huge number of followers, and most importantly, how many posts or artwork they made and posted, and the visible difference between their past and current artworks they have slowly made me feel I'm falling behind. I feel amazed at first at how much they improve, and I know it takes a lot of time and energy to get to where they are, but I start questioning and doubting myself, especially my slow pace in creating an artwork. I also start feeling like I wasn't improving, which is also my fault because I don't have a proper self-study guide. I always overthink what to draw or what art ideas to create, which hold me back from forgetting to share or even create more artwork. Seeing some huge artists or popular artists celebrating their achievements and new chapters, whether it is the art side, the business side of art, or within their community, which sometimes you have to pay on Patreon. I'm happy for them, but sometimes I can't help but lessen my scrolling on Instagram to avoid the feeling of falling behind, FOMO, and focusing too much on others rather than paying attention to what I can do to create my own milestone. Note, if you feel insecure, it is our responsibility to manage it and at the same time learn more by reflecting and finding ways to be better ourselves. Think more that getting to their goals and successes is not an overnight success, and sometimes the road is not always fun, even though their artworks look beautiful, pretty, playful, and enjoyable to look at. Sometimes artists also feel stressed. Sometimes they feel frustrated because of some perfectionism when it comes to making artworks. Number two is seeing plenty of reels rather than posts. I use Instagram to view artist image posts and use YouTube or sometimes Patreon to watch art processes and artworks. But when there was a time on Instagram that you have to post reels to gain followers, I kept seeing videos more than artwork images, or even like images from the people I follow. First scroll, a reel, second scroll, a reel again, third scroll, a reel, and fourth is an artwork image or sometimes image from a content creator that I follow. Over time, I kind of like the art process reel because some artists don't have YouTube channel and sometimes I don't want to pay to see art process videos, and some of these artists upload reels of their art process on Instagram. Unfortunately, some of these reels I saw are not even from the artist I followed, and sometimes I get hooked and fail to avoid watching those. Also, instead of pushing reels that are related to or similar to posts shared by people I followed, I saw in the list of recommended reels mostly have millions of views and are not even related to art or from content creators almost similar niche to accounts I followed. Instead, they are popular or trending videos on the app that I wouldn't care following. At that time, I didn't even like watching short form videos, and it is also the reason why I still don't have a TikTok account. But now I watch short form videos only on YouTube about topics I just want a quick answer or for entertainment and break. Number three is confused by some users prioritizing numbers and making you hook with the post rather than just being yourself. I think this is just like a personal opinion, and maybe, I don't know, this is just something that I'm still like discovering or like exploring my opinion, questioning more. To elaborate, I noticed that I kind of don't like seeing reels or posts from artists complaining on Instagram about why they do not have huge numbers of followers and why no one is engaging with their posts, or the algorithm on Instagram is horrible or sucks, which may be true. I don't think which may be true, but it is true sometimes. Like, I've noticed that. But like, to me, it just sounds like or looks like they are not seeing their follower as a person behind a screen who followed them and someone who you can be grateful for. This does not just apply to artists but also to influencers or creators creators I followed, and I think you also noticed that to some creators. However, I do get that if you want to reach out to people or market your product to thousands of people across the globe, you have to upload a lot and engaging a lot with users on Instagram and using their app features to boost your account, especially if you're also someone who wanted to be a content creator as well. And yes, I am amazed at people who can have many followers on Instagram, because there are plenty of people liking their artworks, and I'm probably one of those too. And it is also hard to earn that large number of followers or engagement when you do both art and maintain and grow an Instagram account or any social media accounts, especially if you are not also used to using any social media platforms. And I think maybe it's me a problem thing. I don't know. I think it's because I noticed that struggle of balancing wanting to create better quality artwork and trying to gain a huge number of followers, but was having difficulty maintaining consistency and content ideas to post. I also think it is odd, but having struggled to explain it better. I think it is odd to, like, I don't know, keep complaining on a platform that you can control. I think maybe I just don't like stressing too much on followers, and I can't hide the fact that in order to grow a social media account like Instagram, you have to play the game, the algorithm. I'm posting images and videos on that platform and just do the posting some reels, posting some images, like carousel posts and stories and stuff like that. And posting images is really not my cup of tea, and it's something that I'm struggling to have a consistency. Number 4 is, it's like a wild west to me. Yeah, as someone who doesn't socialize a lot, even online, but try to post and commenting on someone's post and hope that someone will find my account profile out there. It was fine using the app at first, since I also saw other artists post, especially pro artist artwork and beginner artists, but there was a time when I realized that I was just posting artworks just to have something to post. It wasn't good quality or presentable artwork or Instagrammable artwork post. I just posted it because of consistency, but that was the start of me not enjoying posting there. Not just because I have few likes or no likes, but because there was no improvement compared to YouTube. I don't feel connected. I don't know. I don't feel connected to the type of post. Even if I still do my best, post a lot, I can see an improvement in views, and it kind of motivates me to post on YouTube. I try to post consistently on Instagram, but I feel like posting images is still not enough. Just like I said, also posting images is not something I like doing compared to uploading videos, and it feels like maybe I like YouTube more than Instagram. Well, yeah. Plus, making it worse by hashtags that are kind of useless. Because what do you mean I can't see the latest post with a hashtag that has millions or hundreds of thousands of posts using it? And the top post of those hashtags are sometimes posts from a month ago, a year ago, a week ago. Which is, I mean, a week ago is fine. By years ago, like what I mean by like years ago, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, or 6 years ago. Like, come on, what is happening? Number 5 is, I feel like things I do to grow as an artist are being influenced by what other artists doing or what is trending in the artist space or community, in a good way and bad way. Also, the fixation on having a style, not just on the content you post, but specifically an art style. In a good way, I learned about what to improve in my art skill and learned that different artists have different ways or techniques of creating digital artworks, which helped me find my own workflow of creating artwork. Then understanding different styles and different ways of practicing on how to draw or paint, how to sketch, to find what styles I truly love to create or I truly love to see on my own artwork. However, in a bad way, as someone who is having difficulty in following my own study guide or other artists' study guides, I can't help but felt pressure to do the same thing as what other artists are currently learning or interested based on their updates or posts on social media. This leads me feeling lost on what truly interests me and what really needs to improve based on where am I in my journey, in my artist journey. And since I have a slow pace when creating artworks, which I think I get faster now. Like I think I improve a bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I get faster a bit. I also easily lost interest in learning a basic in art that I'm interested because the interest or motivation dies out, or it wasn't what I needed in the first place when reflecting again what my goals are. Number 6, the app was lagging most of the time on my old phone, which was lost this year, and don't want to use a computer to open Instagram, honestly. RIP Xiaomi Mi A2 February 2019 to September or October 2025. Aside from my personal problems with Instagram, it was also laggy on that phone. And I noticed it drains the battery life faster when compared to using the YouTube app. Sometimes it also shuts down for no reason, and since it was annoying and I would rather watch videos than scroll, I would stop using Instagram for one day, which turned into weeks and turned into months. Currently, I don't have a phone to use Instagram app, and sometimes I do check Instagram sometimes, but just for like a bit, like a minute on using computer just to check in what is going on. I think it was September or October this year that my phone was stolen in the bus, which I'm pretty sure it was because it seems like the person beside me was kind of like suspicious. And I also failed to turn on the location in that phone, failed to find it, and didn't even bother to buy a new phone for now. I can use a PC or laptop to see what's going on Instagram, but honestly, I prefer using phone when using social media apps rather than laptop or any computer, except for YouTube. So my overall thoughts so far. Personally, I still wanted to go back on Instagram and see artists' artworks in a better light or perspective, because comparing yourself to others sucks. I just want to see artworks and artists with the feeling of amazement, proud and inspired, and feel like I can learn from them, and also to inspired to keep going and growing as an artist. It's also good to observe artworks from favorite artists because you'll learn about different art styles, you'll learn about their different workflows, you'll learn their personal art tips, you'll learn about the things that helped them to get to where they are now. And the comment sections on a lot of art posts of the artists that I follow online most of them are encouraging, inspirational, and sometimes where you can get some lessons or tips on how to get through challenges in your art journey. You also learn from other artists' advice how to cope better or find answers to problems in creating artworks, especially when it comes to mindset. I just realized now that I wasn't really 100% engaged in seeing reels and seeing some artwork posts on some artists that I follow. And I'm guessing it's because I'm so used to watching long videos or seeing artwork images that you can zoom in and zoom out and see the details of their artworks, which you can do on Instagram based on my use of it before, but I think you can do it on Canva so far. That's it for this video. Thank you for the likes and subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't, why not do it now? I'm also open for art commissions, so if you want me to make artwork for you, head over to my artistry profile for more info or link in the description below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Bye guys.